In this lesson, we'll learn about the Linux directory structure. Let's see what we are going to learn. We are going to learn Linux directory structure and where you can find different components of Linux operating systems. And you'll also see how applications can use the same conventions as the Linux operating system for the directory and the structure as well. So let's see, why should we care about the Linux directory structure? Having a solid understanding of the directory structure will increase your overall knowledge of Linux. And it also helps to navigate the file systems and it saves a lot of time. And it also helps you in troubleshooting issues because you will able to find log files and configuration files, right? The applications use same directory structure. So by learning the Linux file system layout, you'll able to use administrator applications more effectively. And overall your experience of using a Linux system will be improved. First, I would like to share some common top level directories that you'll see when using the Linux operating system. The Linux operating structure is like a tree. I'll show the tree structure diagram later. Now let's discuss about one by one. Here the slash, which also indicates as root. The base of the Linux file system hierarchy begins at the root. Directories will start to branch off the root, but everything starts from the root. The directory separator in Linux is symbolized by a forward slash. The root is referred to as slash, and there are no directories above the root. Next, slash bin, where you'll find files or executable programs. Programs are in source code, which is in human readable text. Those texts are compiled into machine readable binaries. They are called binaries because machine code is a string of zeros and ones. And keep in mind, the applications that you run are sometimes located in slash bin. Next, slash etc, where you will find configuration files. These configuration files will control how the operating system applications behave. Next, slash home, where users home directories are stored. Linux systems can have multiple users or multiple user accounts, and the home directory is where you can separate your data from another accounts. You can store anything you want in your home directory like documents, music files, or pictures. Next, slash opt. Slash opt is where optional or third party software is stored. Opt is for software that is not bundled with the operating system. Next, slash temp, and it's for temporary space. Temp is a great place to store temporary files, but don't keep anything that you want to keep for long term. Slash user is called a user directory and it's where user related programs live. Each one of these directories can have subdirectories, and slash where is a variable data. In Linux, we typically talk about directories, but other operating systems may call these similar concept folders. Here, if you think about it in terms of folders, slash or root is main folder. Here, these are all the subfolders. Here is one example. Here you can see each directories have the subdirectories, right? Until this point, we only talked about a few top level directories. However, when you actually get one live Linux system, you're going to see that there are several other top level directories. I want to expose you to these other top level directories. Here I want to point out slash boot. Slash boot, the files that are needed to start or boot the operating system live in slash boot. Here are even more top level directories. I want to point out one of these slash media is used as a location to access the file stored on CD-ROMs, DVDs, or USB drivers that are inserted into the computer. Here I want to point out root. Slash root is a special administrative account. Some Linux distributions use SRV/SRV as a location to store data served by the Linux server. User directory will have a directory structure of its own. Here are some of the common things you will find here. Slash user bin for binaries, slash lib for libraries, slash user local for software that not installed as part of the base operating system. Let's start. Talking about application directory structures. You'll find some applications are not bundled with Linux operating systems or distribution or installed in user local, and often they are installed in user local program name, and from there they'll have their own subdirectory structure. In this example, crash plan is backup software that's not bundled with a Linux distribution. If you are installed from website, it would install user slash local slash crash plan. If you want to find the binary for this program, you would look in slash user slash local slash crash plan slash bin. If you want to configure how the program behaves at runtime, you would modify config files that are located in slash user slash local slash crash plan slash etc. If you want to see log files that this program is generating again, you would look into slash local slash crash plan slash log under the subdirectory. This is just an example of how many applications get installed on Linux system. Previously, I have mentioned that application can get installed in opt. Here, AVG is an antivirus software that is not bundled with a Linux distribution. This particular application installs into a slash opt slash avg slash bin. Here is some common pattern slash opt and then application name and then subdirectory. Here the slight variation you will see. Sometimes the applications follow, right? Here my app is an application. You will see that it installed files in slash etc slash opt slash my app. That is where you would find the configuration files for this particular application. The log files in the example will be stored in slash where slash opt slash my app. Sometimes when applications are installed that they are not given in their own directory structure. Instead, they are installed in a shared manner. For example, an application my app could get installed in a slash user slash local. The binary would be located at the slash user slash local slash bin slash my app. And the configuration for this file would be at the slash user slash local slash my app dot conf. Another common practice is to use the directory slash opt slash company name or slash opt slash organization name to install software written by specific company or organization. Mm, let's see, for example, you work for the Acme Corporation. You might see programs installed in slash opt slash acme slash bin directory. This helps to maintain a clear separation between the software developed in house and software from external sources. Another slight variation of the theme of app directory structure is to use slash opt followed by the company name and finally the product. For example, Google. When you install Google's Chrome browser on Linux, it installs into the slash opt slash Google slash Chrome, and Google it installs into the slash opt slash Google slash F. Let's see the summary what we have discussed till now. The most common top level directories that you will interact with an Linux system are root or slash slash bin slash etc slash home slash opt slash temp slash user slash var. And also applications that are not shipped with a Linux operating system are installed in either slash user local or slash opt. See you in the next session. Let's